In February 1945, on Ramree Island, Myanmar, over 900 Japanese soldiers were forced into retreat after being surrounded by British forces. With no supply lines and no escape route, they faced a final decision. They could surrender and survive the war as prisoners. Or they could disappear into the mangrove swamps, hoping to hide from enemy forces. What seemed like a tactical decision would lead to something far worse. Ramree Island is covered in dense mangrove swamps where land and water merge. The ground is unstable, the water shallow, and visibility limited even during daylight. It is not a place designed for movement. From a military perspective, the swamp appeared useful. Thick vegetation could block visibility and slow pursuit. But environments like this are not empty. They are already occupied by something else. As the soldiers entered the swamp, movement became difficult. Mud pulled at their legs, water disrupted balance, and formation quickly broke apart. Groups scattered, losing coordination. At first, nothing seemed wrong. No visible threat, no enemy movement. But the deeper they moved, the more the environment began to change. The water shifted, even when no one stepped. Small ripples appeared without cause. Mud shifted beneath the surface. The silence became heavier. Sound did not travel far, and voices quickly faded into nothing. When night fell, the swamp became completely dark. The thick canopy blocked out all natural light. Visibility dropped to almost zero, leaving only sound and instinct. But sound in the swamp is unreliable. Water distorts direction, hides movement, and masks the source. Something began to move. Slowly, and with purpose. The first disappearance happened without warning. A sudden disturbance, a splash, and then silence. One person was gone, without any clear struggle. At first, it seemed like confusion. Someone slipping, losing balance, or getting separated. But then it happened again. And again. Each time just as fast. It became clear that something was actively removing people, not randomly, but consistently. One by one. Ramree's mangrove swamps are home to saltwater crocodiles. The largest reptiles on Earth. They do not chase their prey. They wait. In darkness, in shallow water, with no visibility, the soldiers had unknowingly entered the exact conditions these predators depend on. They were no longer moving through the swamp. They were already inside its system. Escape became impossible. Running created noise. Noise attracted attention. Standing still only delayed what was already happening. Some tried climbing trees. Others tried moving toward what they believed was solid ground. But the swamp offered no clear direction. Throughout the night, the pattern continued: movement, disappearance, silence, again and again. There was no single point of danger, no visible enemy. The threat existed everywhere at once. It did not feel chaotic. It felt controlled, as if the environment itself was reducing their numbers. When morning arrived, the swamp returned to stillness. The water was calm. The mud showed no clear signs. But the absence of people told the real story. Of the hundreds who entered, only a few were seen again. Witnesses later described hearing sounds during the night, short disturbances, followed by long silence. It was not a battle. There were no continuous struggles. Only interruptions. Today, this event is often described as the deadliest crocodile attack in recorded history. But the exact number is still unknown. They entered the swamp to escape a known enemy. But what they found was something else entirely. Because sometimes, the most dangerous place is not where you are being chased, but where something has already been waiting.